What's good, everybody? It's Thursday, February 16th. Welcome into the Early Edge in 5. More best bets for the night in sports. We have no time to waste. Let's bring in the stars of the show. You know him, you love him, Mikey B, the speculator, and also EC. But before we get started, we've got a live sweat, gentlemen. A live sweat. EC, you were on the early wedge this week when the counselor, plus 3,500, Max Homa, first-round leader. I'm looking at my leaderboard right now. Guess who's right at the top? What do you make of that, big boy? Pretty good, huh?
Birdie to end the round to surpass John Rahm, who missed like an 8-footer on his 18th hole. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, the counselor is money in the bank.
Yes, he is. And if you guys don't watch the early wedge, every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern time, and we give you 48 hours to watch it. Come on. Also a little 3-ball. Max Homa this morning. Love it. Absolutely love our new golf show. All right, gentlemen. Yesterday, speculator, hey, if you're going to miss, we're going to miss big, right? And Mikey B, you missed it. Amazing Grace was here. 2-0. First
Unbelievable.
Time 2-0. How about the Bulls first quarter? She won by 19 points. No, 24 points, 39-15. And then the Grizzlies were up 16 at halftime, and she had them minus 5.5 in the first half. And you, EC, are you finally going to listen to your boy? 2 days in a row. What did you do? Tell the people at home what you did.
Well, I didn't parlay for the second straight day, but Coach, I'll tell you, I'm upset about yesterday. I lost one. I know 3-1 second straight day, but to lose like I did, I had over 137.5 in I think it was Mercer and whoever they were playing. I don't even remember at this point. Tried to block it out. They needed 2 points. There's 11 seconds left. The team goes down and misses 3 layups, and then they foul. The guy drains the first free throw and then short arms the second. And nothing happens. I lose by half a point.
You could have used the positive end. You said 75%, 3-1. But
I told you I want 4-0.
You chose the negative.
By the way, expect better.
Marco in the chat. What we're not going to do is what you wrote. Eric Cohen killed one of my parlays a couple of days ago. That was 8 shows ago. That's not allowed in the chat. It's just not. You can't complain about 2 days ago. Stop it. Just stop it.
We're 6-2 in the last 2 days.
Exactly. That's my point. You can't complain about a parlay. Parlays are not supposed to hit. Hence the odds. All right, let's get into it. Speculator, you know it's your spot. Start us off today, big boy.
Yeah, we're going to try to bounce back from that ugly shooting performance and go with a game that was just too good to not have a pick in. The Suns Clippers game. I'm on the Suns money line at minus 108. Our SportsLine AI has the Suns just winning by a single point. I fully anticipate this game to come down to the wire, be one of those last minute kind of games. But what really tips me in the Suns' favor is not their ability, but what the Clippers are missing. Norman Powell is out, and he's averaging 17 points off the bench. They traded for Eric Gordon for times like this, but he's been with the team for just 2 games. That's it. The Suns are 20-9 at home, and they hold their opponents to 4 less points than they do when they're on the road. Booker looks fully healed from his injury, and the Suns are 21-11 when Booker plays. We're going Suns money line tonight.
Man, they look good, don't they? They look really, really good. I can't even imagine what they're going to look like when KD hits the floor.
I can imagine what they're going to look like, and I have 2 rings on my mantle. That's what they're going to look like.
That's exactly right. Wow. The Western Conference is going to be like the NBA championship this year. It's going to be incredible. Ja Morant. I don't need to worry about anybody in the West. Really, Ja? Really, Ja? All right, Mikey B, big boy, NBA aficionado. You're up next.
Today is the first day for NBA player props on SportsLine. So, of course, I've got a few on there. We're going to talk about one here. We're going to go to the Timberwolves.
Oh, Mikey, it's bad, brother. It's bad. I apologize. The internet or whatever, Wi-Fi, can't understand anything you're saying.
How about now, Coach? Is that any better?
Yes, it actually is. So talk.
All right, let's try this again. Mike Conley Jr., over 6.5 assists. Minus 115. Wizards have allowed an average of 116.6 points over their last 7 games. Conley, the leader for the point guard of the Timberwolves, had 9 assists in their last game against the Mavericks. He's familiar with Rudy Gobert. He's got Anthony Edwards as his leading scorer. Conley, over 6.5 assists. Was it bad, Coach? What happened?
Yes, it was bad, but it sounded like you were like one of those.
What is going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but that's why everybody's laughing. It sounded like it was a sped up video. Is what it sounded like. But we did get the pick. That's the important part. Mike Conley Jr. over 6.5 assists. That was actually pretty fun.
I am red-faced. That is accurate.
All right, I'm going to go next because EC has earned the Maestro's spot with a 6-2, 3-1, 2 days in a row. I'm going to go one play today. Why? There's only 3 games. The NBA All-Star weekend starts tomorrow. So the Washington Wizards, they have been sleeping on everybody, including me, because they went to Portland when I picked the Blazers, and they blew them out. And I mean blew them out by 25. Then they've scored 126 against the Warriors. They beat the Pacers by 14. They beat the Hornets the game before that by 14. The Wizards are a good team, and we're getting 2.5 in Minnesota against a Timberwolves team that is kind of like the Bulls. You never know what to expect night in and night out. But I know this Wizards team right now playing really good basketball. So I'll take the 2.5 points, and we will cash it. All right, EC, can we go 3 days in a row at 3-1? That's the question. You're up.
No, Coach, we want 4-0. I mean, yesterday, that one's going to sting for a long time. But I have 4 picks today. In the spirit of Coach, no parlays for a while. We're going to start with my favorite one of the bunch, Hofstra minus 17.5 against Hampton. Now, usually I'm not playing lines like this, but Hofstra's 18-9 against the spread, 7-2 at home. But get this, they've won and covered in 12 of their last 13 games. So not only when they win, they are a covering machine. And when they played on January 5th, they won this game by 16, yet the line now has them at 17.5 now that they're at home. I think they win by 20 plus, and I think we hit this one rather easily. So I like that one. Then we're going to go with a weird one here. Loyola Marymount is +9 at home against Gonzaga. Now, Loyola Marymount's 10-3 against the spread at home. Gonzaga 2-11 against the spread on the road, which is bizarre. LMU already beat Gonzaga in January on the road, and LMU at home is just a different animal. I mean, they beat St. Mary's, who's another ranked team in the West Coast Conference last week as a 6-point home dog. LMU has lost twice at home, both by 2 points each. If they lose to Gonzaga, it's going to be real close. I love the +9 here. Then we're going to do our couple of overs, no unders today. Sorry, that one hit yesterday, though. We've got Liberty and Kennesaw State over 137. Don't ask me anything. I mean, Liberty, I think I know where that is. Kennesaw State, I think, is in Georgia. We'll just stick to that.
You don't know where Liberty is? Seriously?
Is it Virginia?
I believe it's in Nashville. Am I right? Anybody?
No, that's Belmont.
That's Belmont. So where's Liberty at?
I think it's in Virginia. Somebody's got to help us out there.
Okay, we'll figure it. Somebody in the chat, help us out. Where is Liberty at? Sorry, continue. Didn't mean to ruin your flow.
No worries, Coach. We have a 21-win team against a 20-win team. So this is a legit matchup here. Kennesaw State 6-1-1 to the over at home this season, and their last 7 at home have gone over this number. The teams combined to average 150 points per game. I think the total is a few points low. I think this one goes in the 140s. And then we're going to do some more West Coast Conference action. St. Mary's and San Diego over 137.5. Now, San Diego has played 14 games at home this season. 13 of them have gone over this number. Their average total in the last 9 USD games, 170, which is astounding. This team just doesn't play defense. I mean, they give up an average of 80 per game, and they are 7-0 to the over against teams allowing less than 67 points a game. And St. Mary's gives up about 59 a game. And St. Mary's polished these guys off 85-58 last matchup. I think this one goes into the 140s again. So we're aiming for 4-0. 3-1 is not good enough.
Boy, you're going to make people stay up late tonight. That game's at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Gonzaga's 11 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, it's early for me out here on the West Coast. By the way, it's Lynchburg, Virginia.
Virginia, so I got that right.
You did get it right. Surprisingly so.
Okay.
Yeah, surprisingly so. Lynchburg, Virginia. Thank you, chat. You guys are amazing. Okay. By the way, everybody's pointing out the Max Homa leading the golf tournament. A lot of people watching the early wedge. I absolutely love it. All right, now grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap courtesy of the Snake. We're gonna go Mikey B. Mikey Kelly Jr. over 6 112. By the way, somebody in the chat said that needs to be a segment every single day. Somebody said that. Speculator, we're going the Suns on the money line, -108. We don't care about the damn points. Just win the damn game. Then EC, Can he go 3-1 again? Don't listen to him about 4-0. 3-1's fantastic. Hofstra minus 17.5. He says should be 20 or more. Loyola Marymount. Keep in mind, they've already beaten Gonzaga this year. This game is in their house, in their own house, and they're getting 9. Love that pick. Liberty, Kennesaw State over 137, and then St. Mary's, San Diego over 137.5. Then one play for me, if you're going to cash with the coach, it's going to be the Wizards, plus 2.5 on the road in Minnesota. And then everybody heads, I don't even know where the All-Star, I think it's Salt Lake City, actually. Salt Lake City, correct?
Yes.
Is that right? All-Star game? Yeah, Salt Lake City. So there will be no partying going on during All-Star week.
No alcohol sold, right, Coach?
When I used to go there for WWE, you had to buy a membership when you walked in the door for $5, and they were called members-only clubs. It was just like a regular bar, but that's what you had to do to drink alcohol. You had to pay to get in. I hate it. Even though it was only $5, it was the principle of the thing.
You know, I would never do that. I'm too cheap for that.
I mean, we saw where your seats were at the Super Bowl, so we're aware of that.
I was in the lower deck first, and then I moved up to switch with friends.
By the way, one final thing. If you guys haven't checked out my interview with the counselor, Sia Najad, on his brand new website, I encourage you to go check that out. We talked about my career. We talked about if you want to change careers and get into this career. He's really starting something positive. I want you guys to support it. And that's Sia Najad. Go check him out on social media, and then you can lean into that YouTube page and his new website. So with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these N5 tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, love them all. EC, the speculator, Mikey B, in all of his forms. And, of course, the snake behind the scenes. I am the coach. Tell all your friends, just turn on your notifications. If you're not a SportsLine member, use the promo code early. I'll give you 30 days for free. We want everybody here. March Madness is in less than a month. We got to get ready at the early edge where sometimes, yes, sometimes we do it in 5. Good luck.